It's Sunday. It's the 23rd of October. I have just prepped for the roast dinner, exactly the same as I did last week, so I have not recorded that because I really didn't think you'd want to watch that for a second time. But it's all set up. I wasn't going to do it because I have a dodgy stomach and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to eat it later. And it's an awful lot of work for something that I can't eat. Yeah. Who knew? So on this chair somewhere, no, I haven't got it on the chair. Where is it gone? Okay, I've lost the shawl I was wearing. Bear with. Found it. So I decided today that it possibly isn't chilly enough for a cardigan, but I thought I might need something. So I've got my shawl out, and this is the Impressionist shawl, which was a mystery knit along by Curious Handmade, and this is all done in Wool and Vine yarns. I was lucky enough to get a Wool and Vine yarn pack to do this in, which I think is what the sample was knit in. And I love it. I really do love this shawl. It is very pretty and very wearable. So I've popped that on for today because I'm wearing this dress that's got purple flowers on it. I've made some huge progress with my MCAL with my Stephen West. I'm still on clue 2, so no spoilers really here, but I've finished that section and it's on a waist cable, and then I finished that section that's also on a cable, and I have picked up and started that way around the cable section. Now if you haven't got this far, I would recommend throwing some stitch markers in on each time you do the pick up sections. So when you pick up this I-cord, you do it in kind of sections, and I've popped stitch markers in. It kind of keeps you on track, so you're picking up the right stitches in the right spot, but B, it's really useful later on when you are beginning to just knit backwards and forwards waiting for the cables. It keeps you honest. So, I mean, if you concentrate better with your knitting than I do, you probably won't need them because it's pretty obvious which are knits and which are purls. But if you're like me and a bit of a way with the fairies, I would put some stitch markers on. And these, all my lovely little stitch markers on here are from my clubs from Elderflower Stitches. So I've got loads of them on here, and they're all from my Elderflower Stitches club from this year, which I love. So I'm going to sit here and do row 5, which is actually the cable row. I'm watching Tracy knitting on the float and just keeping an eye on the dinner. I've got to go at 12:15. It's 5 to 11 now. At 12:15 to go and get Meg from the station. And then once I've got her from the station, we're back here for about 45 minutes before we need to leave for panto. So that's what my day's looking like. I will video what I can when I can. My next chat may very well be when I'm driving down to the station, but the last 2 times I've recorded myself doing that, it hasn't worked out very well, so it may or may not happen. But hopefully I will see you in a bit. Off to pick up Meg from the station. She has been away staying with her friend Lily for the weekend. We have panto today, so she's had to come back, which I'm sure is very annoying for her, but you know, essential for us. The girl who teaches the dancing for panto isn't there either today, so if we didn't have Meg, we'd have no singing and no dancing, so there wouldn't be much point in doing a rehearsal. So Meg does the singing, and also she's directing. This is the first time she's directed, which I think she's finding a bit harder than she was expecting, but she's enjoying it, bless her. I'm really distracted by the fact I can see a seatbelt hanging down from my roof at the back of my car. I've had a lovely morning so far. I had a disturbed night. My tummy wasn't a happy tummy. Now, I had a kebab last night. I'm sure that's probably what caused it. Although the kebab was absolutely gorgeous. It was so good. I always have a chicken one with I can't see over the edge of that car. I always have a chicken one with garlic mayonnaise. And our local kebab shop has won awards. It's really good. It's like the best kebab shop, and it was absolutely gorgeous, really good. But whether because I haven't really eaten that type of food in a while, I don't know. But my tummy overnight was not a happy tummy. So I kind of, when I got up this morning, I did say, and I think I've said this on the vlog, that I wasn't sure I wanted to cook a roast because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat it. And a roast is a lot of hard work if you can't eat it. But I was met with an awful lot of disappointment from that comment. So I have made the roast. I've put all the bits on for the roast, and hopefully I can eat it. And at the end of the day, the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to feel ill overnight again, and then, you know, I work from home anyway, so I can just sit in the corner and be miserable whilst working from home. I think that's one of those things about working from home. I was seeing, I saw a post the other day about someone complaining about people working from home and how they're getting paid to do things that they wouldn't be doing if they were at work, like putting washing out on the line. And this neighbour has timed his neighbour who lives down the road, who he knows is working from home. And says that regularly at 11 o'clock she puts washing out on the line, or he can hear her hoovering. But what he doesn't take into account is that the girl's probably due a break at that point. That, I mean, how many of us stop for coffee, or indeed if our smokers go out for a cigarette break? You know, even in an office you would do that. You're not working all the time. And then he was on about her going out with her dog between 12 and 1 and taking her dog for a walk. Well, you know, she's entitled to a lunch hour. A lot of people don't get paid for their lunch hours, so why on earth would they work them? So I think he's been slightly unfair to this poor person who is working from home, not to mention the fact that he's being extremely invasive. But also, there's a shift in the way people are working now. Yes, maybe people are throwing out the odd load of washing, or maybe they are dashing out quickly for a parent meeting at school, which you wouldn't normally be able to do, or they are kind of, that's disabled, isn't it? There's no parking around here. Okay, let's go and see whether I can park. Oh, actually there is in fact parking in the pick up and drop off only space, so let's do that one because we are picking up. I mean, I don't know if this is one or whether it's to do with the business behind me, but we'll go in here. There we go. On there. Spin it round. Oh, what we'll do is So I'm actually in the drop-off zone, which is fabulous because everybody can see me talking to myself. So I'm going to knit on a sock, which possibly might look even weirder to some people, but hey ho. I'm going to sit here and knit until Meg comes in. She's due any second, and I also need to text her where I am because I'm not in either of the two places I told her I'd be. Because, you know, that happens. So I am currently knitting my little sock.
Remember there's rocks on the floor, yeah?
Yeah. Catch a monkey. coming through, yeah?
There is. They cleared it.
Of course they have. Oh well, we'll go up signs and see whether we can get out that way. This is fun.
Uh-huh.
You can tell the vlog what's going on.
We have just finished panto, and there was, as you can tell, a very, very, very dramatic storm. The normal way we'd go home, there was a tree down, which we knew before we left, luckily. So we tried a different direction, and funnily enough, as you do when you're in a not very built up area, there was a tree down. Annoyingly, we turned around just as they cleared the tree, so we're now finding a different route, even though that route was open, and praying there are no more trees down, because that'd be really annoying because I just want to roast. But the longer we're out, the longer it's going to take to cook, because the cook's in the car.
There is that. I mean, I guess we could get Charlie on FaceTime and tell her to start putting things in there.
We could try. Oh, I might not.
So I don't know much else.
No. As you can see, autumn arrived in like 5 minutes.
I say, autumn's arrived, it's now on the floor where trees are going for winter.
Yeah, it's almost dropped it. It's very leafy and wet. Is how I'd like to describe this weather.
So we're now about to get back where we came from.
Yep, going back past panto. Oh.
I need to get the bounce up. I've only got a small car in that respect. Like I say, please tell me your video knowing this, although I will have to bleep my
it
own
out.
Language out.
That cone is like underwater. So we're going to go right here.
Yes. We are, because I believe you can't get that way.
Yeah, everyone's going up there.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not go up there.
No, so would I rather not go up there. Let's try this one, shall we? Hopefully, if we can't get through, this guy is going to flash us.
And he didn't, unless he's come from like halfway down it.
Yeah.
So where does this way lead?
It comes out opposite Knights Garden Centre.
Oh, the one in Warningham?
Yeah. No, one in Chelsham.
One in Chelsham? The one in Warningham, that you got Sainsbury's, which is Warningham, and then a little bit further
Yeah,
up.
only, yes, this is actually Chelsham. Yeah.
Right.
Sainsbury's is actually in Chelsham.
Okay, well,
It calls itself Warningham Sainsbury's because it wants to be posh. This is actually in Chelsham.
I have no idea what Chelsham is, so I'm calling it Warningham. And I'm also going to tap out because my arm.
I mean, that's blue sky over there, so let's hope that that's coming this way. You know how we sang a song about thunder? Mr. Blue Sky on. This is your fault this time.
This camera is not doing that sky justice at all.
No, it's because iPhones compensate, which is really annoying sometimes. Sometimes you don't want it to compensate. Oh, crikey, look at the valley.
Yeah.
We're coming down in the valley. We're heading that way as well. Cool, I hope the ark's okay.
I've been at the Ark when that's happened before. They're normally alright.
Well, obviously Lou's away, isn't she? So
That's a very good point.
do you reckon we could get up this level crossing? Or is this level crossing down?
Oh, that's what I meant. I'd highly doubt that one will be open if that one's shut.
Please.
just after the Shell garage. Well, not just after, but quite a bit after the Shell garage. Just don't forget speed camera.
I don't think I'm going to have much trouble with speaking.
No. I never noticed these little houses before.
I don't think I have either. This
No, it's sharp.
This is it, you can
Yeah,
see
I
it.
can see the signs. And the fact that van just indicated right only to be like, nope.
No, you're right.
Also, wouldn't want to go up there anyway. It's fine.
Home eventually.
A 15-minute journey has taken us like,
Half hour?
yeah, nearing on that.